about tying my shoe. He told me life is just a box of chocolate. It's good. He told me when life hands you melons, you turn into lemons. He told me magicians work at Foot Locker. He told me garbanzo beans would turn me black.
And it worked.
Did it work? May I please have a nice warm drum roll, please? For Mr. Ernie Celaya!
Thank you, Jordan. Thank you guys. Awesome. You guys doing all right? I am better than okay. I'm above average. I'm so happy to be here at this time. No, I'm good. Because I love talking to you guys. Plus, I have 20 hours of community service I have to kill. So we'll take our next break in about 10 hours. Until then, get comfortable, relax, enjoy yourselves. I'm this close to getting this job I've been dreaming of. It has a huge corporate sponsorship. It involves many of the things I love. My love of music, my love of the outdoors, my love of interpretive dance, and my obsessive need for attention. You're wondering, what is this job? Well, you ever see these busy intersections with the guys and their signs? That's me. And I know I have stiff competition out there. The other day I saw a kid, a little skinny guy. He took his little arrow sign, spun it, actually went 10 feet up in the air and came back down. I'm not likely to get airborne myself. But one can always dream. Can't one? Yes. I've been talking to my friends about this job, several people actually. My wife doesn't know yet. But I've talked to my therapist, I've talked to my psychiatrist, my psychoanalyst, my psychologist, my pool boy. He's kind of not unnecessary, seeing how I don't have a pool. My guru, my sensei, and they all think that would be a very good career move. Although one of them pulled me off the side and said I may be addicted to therapy. However, with several intensive sessions, there's hope for me. Because unfortunately, and I hate to admit this, I have an inferiority complex. And it's not a very good one. Yeah, I hate it. Like the other day, we were hiking, this is the truth, we were hiking, and I'm in this canyon, it's real echoey, so just for the heck of it, I said, hello! All I got back was, you suck! Embarrassing. Even Mother Nature hates me. I know, yeah. And I got to tell you about this, I'm going to call it a near-death experience. We went hiking, just a mile into what we thought was a trail, was not a trail at all. We're out there in the scrub, just almost lost. We could still see Tucson, thank God. But it was horrible. We spent 6 hours just jumping from boulders, trying to make our way up this gully. We had to go up this 80-foot waterfall that was super slick, and we were all losing our traction and losing our minds. So there were 4 of us. We'd kind of break off into groups, and we'd try to yell, hopefully somebody would find the trail. But with these echoes, it's so hard to hear out there. You're like, you see anything? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, whoa! That's all I could make out. Fortunately, and gratefully, we had phone service out there. So we're in the canyon calling each other. What do you see? All I see is more bushes, more cactus, and no trail still. Not even a goat path. It was horrible. It was kind of like near-death light. Nearish death. And we thought we were going to end up on TV. News, helicopters, and Scott here, my good friend.
Yeah!
We got to this waterfall we thought we wouldn't have to deal with because it was really hard getting up there. We're straddling rocks and just barely making it up. And lo and behold, there was just, we gave up. We turned around after a while, and we had to go back the way we came. And Scott, being the smart guy that he is, there was a 15-foot drop, and he says, well, maybe we can tie our backpacks together and make this rope. Meanwhile, John Pappas is in the corner trying to push this dead tree down, so we have something to climb. Fortunately, there were no broken limbs that day. But you should have seen my face. Scott, you know, I outweigh him by almost 80 pounds, I'm guessing. At least now. He keeps gaining weight. Sorry, Scott.
Hey, come on, you know it's true.
So, you know, he's lowering me down. It's only a 15-foot drop, you know, but I don't want to shatter my already weak ankles from jumping on the rocks. And I'm thinking, as Scott lowers me, he's straining, and I'm hoping that he didn't buy his backpack at the dollar store. I finally get down there, and I thought, well, this would be so ironic if the last thing I ever saw was Scott's face just all red and veiny. So we survived that, thank God. Food tastes better now. It's like I have a new leash on life. And the funny thing is, and this is true too, there's this guy, Floyd, we went with, and we talked the next day, and he said, you know, it's kind of funny. I couldn't fall asleep. I kept having these dreams about being by a cliff and falling down. I said, me too. And John Hurst was, that was actually reality, guys. It was a little bit of like post-traumatic stress disorder. And it was scary. We did actually fear for our lives here and there. But it gets the adrenaline running. And prior to that, I've been having this recurring nightmare. I wake up, you know, all sweaty and thrashing about. And Gail, my wonderful wife, says, do you want to talk about it? I said, well, I don't really like talking about dreams, as you well know. But yeah, maybe I should. You know that anger management class I had to talk in front of? Yeah? Well, I've been worried about it. These dreams, it just seems so real to me. She says, well, describe it to me. Well, all I can say is I'm in front of these, I'm a little bit late right off the bat. And they're just like looking at me. And you know they don't want to be there. And I don't really want to be there. But it's community service, right? So they're like, I find myself at a loss for words, for one thing. I'm sweating profusely. The room just keeps getting smaller on me. As soon as I walk up to the mic, it starts hissing. And then I figure out it's not the mic at all. It's everybody hissing at me. And I'm getting all this feedback. And one guy says, this is painful. Let it end now. And I asked her, what do you think this means? And she said, it can only mean one thing. You're going to do great. So it's good to have somebody you can talk to about your dreams. I often wonder if Martin Luther King Jr. Had that luxury. You know, they had to talk about mundane things too. You know, like you suppose one morning they're having breakfast and she says, "Hey, Marty," because they know each other. She's not going to always address him as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He was Marty at home. Marty, what'd you dream about last night? I had a dream! I was a giant carrot! I was being chased by a big fuzzy rabbit! It had to have happened, right? Like maybe Gandhi said, oh, please pull my finger. You gotta have a sense of humor, because it sure helps. If you do have one. Just saying. This isn't just a prop. So, some of you, probably none of you are aware that it's National Hispanic Heritage Month. Did you know that, Abe? You guys didn't know that? And it's really weird how they did this holiday. Well, it's not a holiday, it's really nothing. It's just Mexican Awareness Month. But it starts October 15th, to November 15th. And I guess it turned out there were a lot of these countries that gained their independence between that 1 month, but I just thought it was kind of weird that they have National Hispanic Heritage Month, me being predominantly Mexican. And I was hoping my friend Karen was here. She teaches at a school I'm not at liberty to talk about right now due to legal issues and privacy matters. But it's Line Weaver. She's not here, I can say it. That's her problem. And she tells me that this class is really strange. That there's one of her classes, there's a lot of this mixed heritage thing. They're half Irish and half Mexican. There's like a Pedro Fitzgerald, Julio O'Houlihan. And she told me this, so I'm going to believe her. And I just think that's so weird. She said that this one guy, Angus O'Chavez, he'd come in, they had a parent-teacher thing, the PTA, and as it was over, the guy handed her a business card and asked her, "Is it landscaping you'll be wanting?" Hey, it's either landscaping or wrought iron. Come on, right? Bricklayers. I'm not really the kind of guy that puts a lot of effort into writing material. It's a lot easier to steal it off the internet. So I went to Craigslist, and if you don't know what Craigslist is, it's like a giant swap meet on the internet. You can buy stuff, you can sell stuff. So, I spent too much time watching TV. In fact, Gil told me, I thought you had a comedy thing you had to write. I said, yeah, SpongeBob, I'm doing research. So I call this guy, hey, look, I see you've got jokes for sale, and I'm interested. In fact, I'm kind of desperate, but I don't want to tell you that. But what do you got? He said, well, for $100, I've got a priest, rabbi, and orangutan joke. And I thought, really, that's so played. People are tired of the old rabbi, priest, orangutan jokes. Besides, $100 is way too much. What do you have in the $50 range? So, 50. 50 would get you a your mama joke.
Yeah.
And I said, well, let's hear it. Let's see if I can use it. He said, your mama's so fat, when she got a facelift, they used a crane. I said, oh, dude, that's rather insensitive. What if there's a crane operator out there? He goes, yeah, I never really thought about that. I said, what do you got for $10? Oh, $10 will get you a dumb blonde joke. I said, all right, I got $10. And I'll throw in a punchline for you. I don't have to run faster than the bear, I just have to run faster than you. There's a punchline. We can't bother with the premise, that was another $5. So, this is a little different kind of dumb blonde joke. This is a dumb blonde guy. Trust me, they're out there. How's that, you, Josh? It just worked out that way. No, I didn't plan that at all. Okay, dumb blonde joke. Okay, so this blonde goes to the doctor and says, hey, I'm putting on the pounds. What do you recommend? The doctor says, whoa. He says, well, what I want you to do is for a solid month, I want you to eat for 2 days, skip, and then eat 2 more days, skip a day, and then just keep doing that and call me in a month. Well, actually, just come in. We'll see how you're doing. A month passes by, and he walks in, and he's a lot slimmer. And the doctor says, hey, I can see you took my advice. I guess you cut down on the food while you were at it. And the dumb blonde guy says, well, eating right was okay, but that skipping really burns calories. I didn't think I was going to skip that one. That's a gem. That's a keeper. I'm not used to people appreciating laughter's throwing me off. Stop it! It won't happen again. So I am concerned about my weight. You can't tell. I'm concerned. I'm not going to do anything about it, but I am concerned because, well, my father died of obesity. Technically, my mother rolling over him killed him, but the two are related. I know. It got back to my mom that I told that joke, and she had 2 words for me. How could you? So, a lot of people say, hey, you know what? There's a thinner person inside of me just dying to get out. It's true for me. I have the X-ray. He's in there. I don't even remember swallowing him. He just kicked. Just to kind of help me along, I hired an impersonal trainer. Once again, off Craigslist. They're a lot cheaper there. And he suggested, I've never seen the guy. He just, sends me letters. Hey, you're doing great. Keep it up. And please send me $10. And he sent me this little nutritional thing and a diet, and I should have read it a little bit closer because I thought it said high fiber, so I was going around, hey, high fiber, burning calories, high fiber. Well, it should have been high fiber. Yes. Well. Oh man, I was thirsty. The ladies are getting ready to go to a conference. Yeah. And Amanda was recalling a oops. Prop comment. Flavor's that. She went to a conference. It was a marriage enrichment seminar type thing. And she was all excited about sharing the news with Abram. And she said, Abe, baby, they told me at this conference that I should try to get involved with things that you like to do. So this year I'm going to go hunting with you. And Abram, that's kind of his me time. He said, honey, I don't think you want to do that. You're going to have to learn to shoot a gun. And I don't share my machine gun with anyone, so that's out of the question. She goes, I'll get my own machine gun. The other thing is you're going to have to go in like the scrub and just backwards and, just away from any kind of civilization and any kind of communication. She says, well, I married you, so I'm kind of used to that already. I have his permission to say this. It may or may not be true. And Abe says, another thing is, deer season, we'd have to dress him out there. She goes, perfect, I have the outfit in mind. That'd be great. He goes, no, it's actually, dressing is cutting him open and spilling the guts. He goes, well, that's what we can do too. We can spill our guts to each other. Metaphorically speaking. Well, here comes the first day of hunting season. They both wake up, drive to his favorite location, hike quite a ways, and they get to his lucky favorite spot. He says, look, honey, Amanda, I'm going to go around the ridge here and scare any deer. When you see them, you get that machine gun out and you take out as many as you can. She said, okay, that sounds like a good plan, dear. Oh, no, not dear. Wow, I'm on my game tonight. So, he starts walking. He doesn't even get more than 50 yards, and he hears, and then a bunch of arguing. What? And he can't make it out, so he starts walking back. And finally, he hears a man's voice say, okay, lady, you win. It's a deer. Just let me get my saddle off.